You know, my assessment of Donald Trump's candidacy is that he's been an equal opportunity insulter. He has engaged in some of the most vulgar invective and rhetoric and really brought this presidential campaign, its tone and where the debate is on the other side of the aisle, to the lowest depths I've ever seen in a presidential campaign. So much so that my own daughters, when seeing his commentary on TV, ask me, "Mom, why is he so rude?" You know, that's not what we should strive for in holding up our presidential candidates on either side of the aisle. We're supposed to want our children to emulate at least the leadership and values, even if you don't agree with them, of our presidential candidates. And unfortunately, what's going on the other side of the aisle has taken this to a new low in presidential politics.
Does it raise questions as to whether there is some risk involved in unleashing Bill Clinton, as popular a figure as he is in the Democratic Party? He had his problems in 2008. We saw what happened in that campaign. But if Donald Trump is going to raise this issue, as he is warning, of Bill Clinton's past and sexism, does that give you any pause as Democratic chair?
I think that Donald Trump or any candidate on the other side of the aisle would raise Bill Clinton as somehow a negative to their peril. I think every poll I've ever seen shows that if President Clinton were a candidate tomorrow, he'd be reelected. He presided at that time over the longest period of prosperity sustained up to that point, finished his term very popular, and continues to be one of the most admired elected officials and former elected officials and men in the world.
What about sexism in this campaign? Donald Trump claimed that he used a vulgar term when he said that Clinton had been schlonged by Barack Obama in her defeat in 2008.
Well, I will tell you,
take on that?
Growing up in my house as a little girl, had I used that term, or had anyone used that term around my grandmother or my mother, it would certainly have been considered vulgar and would have resulted in a pretty severe punishment as we received any time we used a term that was inappropriate. Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, Ted Cruz, the larger issue on the Republican side of the aisle is that all of them subscribe to policies that are harmful to women, whether it's defunding Planned Parenthood.
To the point of the sexism that has been alleged, the bullying by Hillary Clinton against Donald Trump, because I think he is in a class by himself as far as the way
He's
she
certainly
has
taken
responded.
it to a new low.
This is partly what he had to say about Hillary Clinton's campaign energy.
She does an event, she puts on her pantsuit, she walks in, no, it's true. She walks in, does an event, you don't see her for 4 days, 5 days. You know why? She goes back home and she goes to sleep. This is not what we need as a president. We need tremendous energy.
Now, this low energy criticism worked against Jeb Bush. It really hurt Jeb Bush. Is it going to work against Hillary Clinton?
You know, like I said, Donald Trump has been an equal opportunity insulter. He's insulted and been vulgar about not only Secretary Clinton, but Carly Fiorina, Megyn Kelly, even me. It's really outrageous, the deaths and how low he has allowed the campaign to sink. And the rest of the Republican field, Andrea, is going along with it.
Why is it working so well for him? In head-to-head hypotheticals, you know, he's doing so well against Hillary Clinton.
It's very simple. Why he's doing so well in the Republican field is because this is where the Republican Party of today is. They embrace defunding Planned Parenthood. They don't believe in equal pay for equal work. They don't believe that we should make sure that women have an opportunity to make their own health care choices. This is not where Americans are today. Americans are where the Democratic Party is, where Hillary Clinton and Bernie Sanders and Martin O'Malley are, wanting to continue the economic prosperity that we've been able to create, bringing us from the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression forward 69 straight months of job growth. And that's where we're going to continue, because we'll elect one of those three candidates as the 45th President of the United States.
Well, we're going to have to leave it there, but thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Democratic Party Chair.